to have to address the Middle East war, Trump.
I don't want to talk about it, if I'm honest.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's all doom and gloom. I don't want to get dragged into all of that negativity.
Well, afternoon, everybody.
We are back.
We are, and we've made it to episode 4. Unbelievable. And we're here at Ounce Bar and Kitchen in Worcester. Second time I've been to this venue. I know Matt's been here before.
Many times.
But what a place. Tuesday and Wednesday, £1 an ounce. I had a 16-ounce steak last time I was here. It was bigger than my head.
To eat it.
Only cost me £16, which is a result.
Yeah.
But my God, it was massive.
No, it's good quality meat.
It is.
I love steak, and
If you like beef,
Ounce
you need to
never
go.
disappoints.
Absolutely. Love it here. Yeah,
So if you
absolutely.
haven't been,
And they got one in Bishampton as well. So there's 2 restaurants.
Yeah, brilliant. I've not visited that one. I've been here twice, but thank you to Shane and the team here for hosting us. They've very kindly
cheers,
brought us some
Shane.
drinks, so very much appreciated, but a strong recommendation from us to come and see the guys over here at Ounce.
Without doubt.
Episode 4.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Comes round quick, doesn't it?
Doesn't it,
Each
Jess?
episode.
Does
What's
indeed.
on the agenda this week then, Matthew?
Well, we're going to have to address the Middle East war, Trump playing silly buggers.
I don't want to talk about it, if I'm honest.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's all doom and gloom. The media are just, there's no positivity. What I want to talk about is inflation, the market going back to normal,
Okay.
interest rates.
Yeah.
I just think it's very negative
So
at
is
the
it-
moment.
is
and
it
it's a lot of
something-
uncertainty.
Is
Yeah.
it something you keep an eye on? Are you into it? Do you
I
like...
don't really watch media. I don't want to get dragged into all of that negativity.
Okay.
So just take it with a pinch of salt. But yeah, I just want everything to go back to normal.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's feeling the same.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but for me,
Do you know what,
definitely.
though? I think that's a really interesting perspective, isn't it? Because I think most people that we talk to, see, etc. on a day-to-day basis doing our jobs, they probably are aware that something's going on. But like you said there, are they following it? Do they understand it? I mean, I'm not sure I totally understand all of it.
I think
but-
everyone's aware of it going on. But yeah, should people be obsessing over it and listening to the negativity? Because it just gets people in that mindset then of, we don't want to move, we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that
Yeah.
because of what's going on in the background. So I just don't think it feeds the right mentality out there at the moment.
Yeah. I think the frustration from my perspective, and I'm guessing you two will agree, is that it felt like there was starting to be a bit of momentum
Yeah.
in the market. It felt like there was a bit of a turning the corner. Inflation was going the right way, which meant that last week's Bank of England base rate announcement, everyone was suggesting that it was going to be coming down.
It was
again
likely to come down.
3.5.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a month ago, all of this blows up, and it's gone completely the other way. And now, obviously, the next base rate announcement, everyone thinks that it's going to go up, and then some people are suggesting 4 base rate increases this year.
Which
So-
is a scary prospect, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's unhelpful.
Well, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, factoring in everything else with, gas and electricity prices, they're obviously predicted to go up in July, I think the forecast, and we're all paying more now to fill up our cars.
Well, let's touch on that because that's probably a topic that people can relate to, isn't it? So like Jade says, even if you're not following it, the bits that we're all feeling are, our gas and electricity's going up.
Cost of living.
I've got oil central heating at home, and the price has over doubled to try and top up an oil
Has
tank,
it?
which is crazy. And unlike gas and electricity, it's not regulated in the same way where they cap gas and electric. They don't do that with oil. So there's been a lot of lobbying in government about trying to cap it to support vulnerable communities in rural areas. But it's the impact that we're feeling day to day, isn't it? It's the import of goods. It's the the fact that it now costs 90 quid to put some diesel in your car. It's absolutely bonkers. And that's even disregarding the property market things.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeding it back though.
Yeah, it's a talking point on a lot of valuations now, without doubt. And look, I think you could be completely negative about it. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, we've got to remember it's whatever market we're in, it's all relative, isn't it? You know, you go back to 2020, 21 when base rates were low.
Yeah.
Everyone was excited because they were getting 20, 25,000 more for their house. But the thing is, they were then buying on and likely to pay more for their onwards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, if you still need to move, you're required to move. I think the one thing that's probably worth looking at is that base rate and where it's at, and obviously looking at your monthlies, because there's no doubt that that's changed in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I was speaking to Billy from HLC earlier this morning, and you know, with a 20% deposit, it was heading towards low threes for a lot of lenders. And now it's high fours and likely to be low fives.
Yeah. So
it's
really,
a big difference.
the advice is, you know, if you're in the market to buy,
Yeah.
potentially listening to what we've said there, you might be able to negotiate better deals,
It's all relative.
and also lock in ASAP, because
Yeah.
if it's forecast to go up, then actually, you know, people still need to move house, don't they?
Yeah.
So lock in, get a rate in before this increases. We've also touched on in previous episodes, like the demographics of the different areas that we cover. And for you, especially Jade, I'm interested. So obviously you're in Bark Green.
Yep.
So a lot of this is higher price point properties. Are you finding that it's taking longer for them to sell? You know, what sort of vibes are you getting?
I think it's a lot of people have got businesses and investments, and those have all been, you know, dramatically affected.
Impacted.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, the uncertainty out there is, you know, something that we can't, you know, notice. There is still demand.
There is.
Okay.
The buyers are still, you know, positive. There's still offers on the table. But yeah, you know, the clientele has definitely been affected at that level of the market.
So are you more finding that there's a hesitancy for people putting their houses
Absolutely.
on the market then?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the demand's still there, but actually people aren't necessarily committing because they've got businesses that, you know, maybe they're a higher net worth individual, for example.
They've been affected with that.
Yeah, so it's probably fair to say that part of the market is more impacted.
100%. There's a lot of, you know, if you look at our stock levels now, there's a lot of, you know, over £1 million properties. You know, that costs a lot to run these houses. So, yeah.
And I think it depends what your livelihood is as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Lifestyle.
if you're affected by stocks and shares, for example, then you're noticing it more than someone with, you know, just a full-time job that's not dependent on that part of the market, if that makes sense.
I know, it makes total sense, and I was just about to touch on this, because I think people listening to this will think, well, it's baffling, isn't it? Because you've got these, you know, basically wealthy, high net worth individuals that probably can easily afford to move, but maybe they're more risk averse because they've got more of their, you know, finances, income, whatever, tied up in the stock market, which has the potential to take a greater hit at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Whereas your average family, for all they might be feeling it in their pockets when they go to Tesco's or whatever supermarket you choose, or they fill their car up with fuel, you know, if they need to move because the kids have outgrown the bedroom, then in most cases you're going to make that happen, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's a different set of circumstances altogether.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't make you Tim in Redditch, but haven't noticed that change in the market yet. I mean, we've had a really strong month sales-wise.
Yeah.
I just think it's a topic that now is creeping in on valuations, and I think people are obviously, you know, wanting that education of, is it affecting the market? How is it affecting the market?
Yeah.
So I think it's a good time to try and touch on it and be really transparent with people.
I would echo that. I think, you know, for us on the front end, so what I mean by that is properties coming to the market. For anyone that doesn't know, you know, I think we're probably on track to list 40, 45 this month, which, just for a bit of context for people, you know, some of the normal size agents, a little bit smaller than us, they might be 15, 20.
Yeah.
So that's still showing that despite everything we've discussed, there's people that want to sell.
Yeah.
And we are absolutely selling well. Okay, people might try and negotiate a bit more, but that's just a slightly harder old school market, which we've all worked through.
Enjoyable.
Well, it's definitely more enjoyable, isn't it? I prefer that rather than houses selling themselves. You've got to be more creative and think outside the box a bit.
Yeah, I think the concern there is where we're going to be in 6 months, probably more than the here and now for me. Because the longer this goes on, the more it's obviously going to impact the market. You know, obviously, let's say we have a base rate change next time and it goes back up to 4 how much can we see that impacting them? I don't think it's going to make a massive difference, but if it continues and like what it's projected now with 4 increases, one after the other, it's going to be back to pretty much August 23 at the 5.25, isn't it?
Yes, and that has got the potential, of course, to make a difference. But I think one of the golden things about our industry is that, you know, through financial crashes and post-COVID booms and all sorts, the property market still ticks along. It might impact what we're doing in terms of volume, but people need to move house. They need somewhere to live, don't they? So there'll always be circumstances that, you know, will always supersede what we're talking about. For anybody, and this is slightly left field, but have you sort of kept an eye on Martin Lewis? I appreciate you don't follow the media, so it's not going to be for you. But I do think, because, you know...
Educate me.
Yeah, people that are listening to this might not get it. And as I say, you know, we're all human. There are some bits you've said, well, I don't really follow it. I don't get all of it. I'm sure you're probably the same. I saw an article that he put on his Facebook page a couple of days ago, and it was just like, in the simplest terms, an idiot's guide as to what's happening and how it impacts you. That's good for people if they're interested to have a look at. Have a look at it.
Yeah, I will.
It's like 10 basic things as to what's happening, why it's happening, and what impact it's going to have, which we've just covered in super simple terms.
Yeah. That's it.
I definitely think it helps. Somebody
that'll
putting
help.
something like that out there so that people, you know, who may be exactly like me, I don't want to take it on. I don't want to hear about the negativity. All I want to know is, like you say, we can't predict whether it's going to last 6 months, another 12 months, possibly longer. I just want to give some positivity out there and just say, you know, if you are looking to move or you've got motivation to move, you know, we can make it happen.
Absolutely. But, I mean, if you follow what's out there at the minute, it's hard to keep up with Donald Trump, isn't it? I hope he doesn't listen to this. But, you know, he came out recently and said,
have him on as a guest, you know.
Maybe, you know, that might be episode 6, though. I think we're going to probably have to build up to that a bit. But he's come out now and said, the war's nearly at an end. I mean, make your mind up, mate.
Yeah.
So you really should keep an eye on some of this stuff, because I imagine they probably are. And it's not something to joke about, is it? Because imagine living there, it's horrendous. And even we know people in Dubai, and, you know, that's scary times at the minute. Where
I think it's a shame for kids as well.
Oh, it's horrendous.
Yeah, meant to be the safest place on earth.
Yeah, and all of a sudden
this is all happening.
It isn't.
Yeah, no, it's not good. But I mean, what I would say is, look, if you're wanting to buy, I would do it sooner rather than later, because there's no doubt we can see that on a daily basis, lenders are increasing rates.
For sure. And it's our sort of monthly HLC plug, but, you know, they are really good people.
Yes.
And they're whole of market, and they're
Definitely.
independent. And as we all know, they track their rates, don't they? So if the rates do end up coming down and you've locked in at a specific rate, throughout the course of your transaction, they've got the potential to bring that down for you if things drop. Whereas if you go to your bank or whoever, they may not do that. So, yeah, shameless plug, but speak to the guys at HLC.
So
why not?
So we're nearly at the end of first quarter.
Yes.
Has it been a good first quarter? Think?
It has.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think it has. I agree with you that, you know, the potential is that things might cool slightly, bearing in mind what we've spoken about. I feel the start of the year was a little bit sticky getting off the ground. Snow and other factors impact it. But, you know, come back to Jade's kind of, well, I just want to be positive about things. I think there's loads of reasons to be positive. There's good stock out there. You know, we're engaging with super nice properties. The weather's getting better.
Oh, my God, what a difference that makes, doesn't it?
Like sunshine. As we all know, I moved house and I've just had a new bridge. I've got a stream in my garden. It's not as bougie as it sounds. I promise you, it is not bougie. And I get up now and
Actually, it's the stick.
The stick?
The sticks.
Oh,
What,
yes.
poo sticks?
Poo sticks.
Poo
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah, poo sticks.
Yeah, honestly, it's not as grand as it sounds, trust me.
Adorable.
But I've just had a new bridge, so every morning now I get up and I make myself a cup of tea, and the kids are doing whatever they do. So I take my dog out the back and I just go and stand on my bridge, listen to the water trickling
In your
by.
dressing gown and slippers?
Well,
or
sometimes
Yeah.
not. You know, surprise the
just-
neighbours.
just-
Who knows?
picturing you, to be fair, mate. It's, yeah. It's a nice thought.
Oh, well,
Let's not picture.
We've gone off on a tangent here. It wasn't about my attire when I'm on my bridge. It was more the fact that I like going out
The
and
weather.
the sun's shining, and it's
Yeah.
nice to get up at 6:30.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yes, I think we
ready.
are.
What
Yeah.
can I get for you?
Go on, you go first. What do you want?
I'm going to go for the 8-ounce steak,
8 ounce.
please.
How would you like that cooked?
Rare, please.
Rare. And would you like any sauces or slices there?
Can I get some garlic butter? Because I was really impressed with that last time.
Yeah, no
Pretty,
problem.
please, thank you.
Matthew?
8 ounce for me, please.
8 taps. How would you like yours cooked?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Any
Thank you.
sauces or sides?
Definitely not.
No. Okay.
Cheers.
I will go for the 8 ounce, please.
Yeah,
Can
how would
I?
you like that
I'll
cooked?
get it medium, please.
Medium.
No sauces or sides.
No, no problem.
The 16 ounce last time was like this big.
They are very big.
Yeah.
It's when I'm taking them down on the plate and I'm just sitting there going, how? How on
Yeah.
earth can somebody eat that much?
So I'm not making that mistake again.
No.
Absolutely.
And
Hannah on camera.
I'll have an 8 ounce as well, please.
And how would you like that cooked?
No blood whatsoever.
So you want that well done? Yeah.
Cremated.
As cremated as we can.
Different.
Any
I like
sauces
that.
or sides for you?
Can we share some?
Yeah, we'll share some truffle fries if you don't mind.
Truffle fries. Did one of you want to upgrade your truffle fries? Because you can upgrade your fries.
You can swap your fries for truffle fries.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah?
That
Yeah.
makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you
you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
There
That
we
was
go.
that was listeners' first glimpse of Hannah behind the camera. They won't see her, but they'll hear the voice.
Little hand.
Little hand.
Right, where was one?
So
I don't
yeah,
know. I'm
weather.
focused on steak.
You and
Weather.
your poo sticks.
Oh yeah, brilliant. Yeah, absolutely.
The
So
bridge.
yeah. Anyway, let's move on from my bridge. But I like my bridge, and my point was the weather. So
Yeah.
isn't
No,
it
I've
great?
seen a definite change. Everybody's a lot more happy. The viewings have increased. Everywhere looks beautiful.
What do they call it? Is it seasonal depression?
Yeah. Lack of vitamin D.
Yeah. You know, and it's amazing, isn't it? That you wake up in the mornings and it's dark and it's dingy and you've kind of got no motivation to do anything.
Yep.
But all of a sudden the sun comes out and you think, oh, wow, I'll get up early and, walk the dog or whatever. Long may it continue. I'm ready for Sunday now.
Sunrises and
Definitely.
sunsets are my thing.
Yeah, you like that?
No, I love them.
So what, just
So
like
they're back.
walking whilst the sun's setting or
Yeah,
getting
anything
up early to look at the
walking,
sunrise?
running, hiking.
It is so much better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it just gives me a good buzz.
Yeah.
Fair play.
And
It's
I
just-
think more
it's-
people should do it too.
It's easy to exercise just to get out, isn't it? To be fair, when the sun's out, then you end up spending more time in the garden, which is nice.
That's, yeah.
Get you away from the TV on a 4:30 on a Sunday afternoon. when it's still the leaves and
I
good
just
fun.
remembered actually I've got to be
You
I've got to be
have to
somewhere.
Nice
I've,
in.
I've got to be somewhere. So listen, it's a bad time to be an Arsenal fan,
Or
or
it could be a really
is
good
it
time.
a good time to be an Arsenal fan? Miss Positive.
Wow.
Yeah, cup final was
Tables all turn.
disastrous. Didn't enjoy that. That was a tough watch.
You'd rather win the league game, though. Anyway.
I would much rather win the league. I very,
Sorry,
very
Jane,
nearly.
quickly touch on-
Yeah, sorry. I very nearly got tickets to go. A group chat that I'm part of on Facebook, someone
Yeah.
came up and said, I can't go. So I messaged him. He didn't want any money for them, but he said, you're second in the queue. Someone's already messaged, but he's got to check with his wife about rearranging. So on Saturday, I was working. I was absolutely buzzing, like, message me back, come on, message me back. And he messaged me back. He said, yeah, sorry, mate, they've gone.
They've
Oh.
done, yeah.
No. And then I watched it and I thought, oh, probably I don't want a 2.5 hour drive back from London because
There you
Arsenal lost. Miserable.
Meant
So
to be.
exactly, let's move on.
So the first quarter you think's been good.
I think the first
Positive.
quarter's been
Yeah.
good. And I think, consistent by the sounds of it from all of us and good for you as well because of everything we've talked about with your price points. That's great that the year's got off to a good start.
And again, if
Yeah.
things are moving top end of the market, it will happen.
Yeah,
you know,
it
lower down.
has a ripple effect, doesn't
Yeah.
it? The bottom's got to move to go that way and
Yeah.
vice versa the other way.
Sales wise, you had a good start to the year, didn't you? Whereas
Strong.
we didn't feel that, but now obviously it's
Balanced out.
roles reverse, balanced out.
Yeah.
Because I was starting to think by end of Feb, I'm wondering if this is even going to be any better than last year. Because last year, to be fair, started pretty well, but we've had a really, really good March, which is, from our perspective, even more frustrating.
Yeah.
What's going on, but
In Barnt Green, we do
Say.
look at like year to year.
Yeah.
And we're about the same as we were last year.
Okay.
Which is good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's super positive. I mean, last year was a good market, wasn't it? Maybe slightly artificially almost. So I think that's positive.
Very.
Part of what we're talking about, what we do, is obviously marketing. And I'm sure we've touched on it on a previous podcast, that we were kind of going through a bit of a transitional phase in terms of our marketing.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
kind of moving away from a certain video style into a perhaps more thought out, better quality. Have you guys been doing much of that with your onboarding, with your marketing for new properties? Have you had any feedback on it, good or bad?
I've had a couple of, feedbacks to say that the quality of the videos look really good.
Good.
So that's positive. I think it's just about evolving, isn't it? And not just staying to the same sort of constraints,
It's all about
Get
improving what you're
creative.
doing, right?
Yeah, get
You know.
creative.
Just because we do this type of video 3 months ago doesn't mean that's what people want now. So we've got to develop our marketing.
Videos will always work for us as well because it's lifestyle.
Yeah,
So
well,
with the
this is
houses,
it.
it's just that little bit more than your everyday photos.
Yeah.
So they always tend to work with the bigger properties.
It's good that we understand that, though. I went to see
some
someone
lovely little ones.
yesterday, and we talked a lot about lifestyle. And we do some nice lifestyle images, don't we? So it's not just taking a photo of the lounge; it might be a close up of the log burner, or the garden with a nice distant view into the fields. Or I'm going off on a tangent now, but
No, the videos. To be fair, we did one last week where it shows how much we've grown in that department, because I kind of spoke to the videographer before of what I was wanting, because it's a plot with planning permission for a single dwelling on a very prestigious road in Bromsgrove. So it was, I said to him, we've got some CGIs, can we do drone footage of going onto the drive, and then all of a sudden the house appears from the CGI image, and you go through it almost like that lifestyle of what you could have if you build this house.
I like that idea.
And then puff of smoke and it disappears, and it just shows the plot again to finish.
I know who that videographer was.
Yes, and he literally did it, and it was
It's cool, isn't
it
it?
was
Look
really good. So, it just shows. I think if you've got the capabilities to be able to do that, what you can achieve. To be fair,
I do think, again, that's people, having an understanding that this is the sort of stuff that we can do.
Yeah.
Let's get creative. Let's introduce a little bit of AI. Let's get a video done. It's not just take some pictures and stick it on Rightmove.
Yeah.
Drone imagery is good for us.
Drones work well.
Yeah.
I've got one of our photographers going out to a larger house today in Redditch, which will be coming on at about 7:50. But it's got a separate plot of 2 acres, which you can't really see from the ground. So he's going to get the drone up and outline the boundaries.
Lovely.
And, good level marketing,
Really
that
nice.
I would say.
So just to finish up on the first quarter, what are we hoping for in the second quarter?
Stability.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, I think is the key word, especially in light of everything that we started off discussing.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we've got some stability, if we can, as a market, withstand, maybe the interest rates creeping up slightly, hopefully we can manage inflation, cost of living maybe stays the same, doesn't go crazy, then I think if we can have a stable rest of the year, that would be a result for me.
Great.
Would you
Yeah.
echo that?
Absolutely.
Definitely with what's gone on recently, we were hoping for stability anyway, weren't we?
Well,
But
we were.
this has definitely rocked the boat.
Yeah.
But like you say, who knows how much it's going to impact the market, but definitely stability. It'd be nice to get some consistency going, wouldn't it? Stability, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to start to build momentum would be brilliant, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? But maybe it's a question of, okay, we want stability, but different offices might be impacted slightly differently. I mean, we're 3 representatives of Bromsgrove,
Yep.
Barnt Green, Redditch, but we've got a base in Bromsgrove for Rubery, and obviously we're here in Worcester today, aren't we? And we've got a team
Starbridge
at
as well.
Worcester, Stourbridge,
Stourbridge,
and obviously Solihull. So, we're hearing this sort of stability across the group, aren't we? But it might be that one area absolutely takes off amongst all of this. Sometimes that happens, right?
Yeah.
Keep momentum.
Keep momentum. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Next podcast, where are we?
Stourbridge, aren't we?
I think we are Stourbridge.
Stourbridge.
Yeah. Your neck of the woods.
My
We
neck of
are
the woods.
indeed.
Yeah.
My neck of the woods, and might be a baby that might appear. To be fair, 'cause
Like a
Louise
random one or
is-
yours?
Well, hopefully it'll be mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a random.
I was going with that. I forgot that you were having a baby.
Yeah, Louise is literally about to drop. So 38
ready?
weeks, 2 days. So yeah.
Wow.
Well,
As
ready
ready
as
as you're
I'll
ever
ever
going
be.
to be. Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
A question I haven't really asked you before. How do the kids feel? How do they feel about welcoming?
yeah, they're
a new
excited.
addition?
I mean, obviously all different ages. So
Yeah.
Sienna is very excited to have a younger sister because obviously she's
Just
only
got
had 2
brothers,
brothers. And I mean, she's at an age where me and Louise might be able to go out. Actually, she can just look after her.
Babysit.
Obviously not straight away, but
Day
in
one. See
2
ya.
or 3 years. So she's excited, and then the boys. Main is Ruben's not bothered.
No.
Really, bless him. He is bothered, but he just doesn't.
No,
show
but
I
it's
show
think it's
different-
more
for
of
boys,
a
isn't
girl
it? Yeah.
maternal
Yeah,
instinct.
I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I understand that.
I
Yeah.
would say so.
Oh,
but
brilliant.
Yeah, 4, so it's going to
So
be
is that
busy.
the plan then? So next podcast we're going to feature a
Well,
babe in arms.
she doesn't know that yet, but I thought, well, if we're in Stourbridge, she might as well come down with a pushchair.
We're
Yeah.
introducing a newly
Whatever.
established business over there.
Yes,
Why not
Yeah.
the new baby too?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great idea.
I mean, she
How
should
exciting.
be. She should be there at that point because that's going to be another month.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
Brilliant.
Well, that's
Look
something
forward
to
to
look
it.
forward
Right.
to, isn't it?
Add a new little addition.
So let's finish as we usually do. So I have got some questions. Again, people keep asking questions, unreal, from Dan. Considering buying my first home, saving for a deposit as we speak, where do you see mortgage rates in 12 months? Quick fire answers for me, guys.
I would say lock in as soon as possible, and if you're ready, go for it, because the way it's looking, I think it will probably be. I don't think it'll be any better than where it is now. Personally,
Yeah, okay.
12 months.
So
Speak to somebody that looks at the whole of the market.
Yeah,
definitely. So, in a nutshell, Dan, we don't know your circumstances. It might be that you don't have a full deposit now, so rates are possibly going to be higher than they are now. But if you've got the facility to do it, absolutely speak to a mortgage broker. And if you've got the facility to lock in, probably do it sooner rather than
Yeah.
later.
Go
for
Okay,
it.
cool. Let me... Oh, okay. This is a not in our area kind of question. So
Okay.
I don't know where this person lives, but great that someone from not in our area listens to our
Yeah.
podcast.
Exposure.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's from Kate S. Love the podcast. Live out of area. I'm in the process of putting my house on the market with an estate agency, not named, doesn't matter. They've sent me photos to approve and I don't like them. Quality is poor. What advice would you give? Well, I guess at least they've sent them to approve, which is a good start.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Well, have they been taken with a
Professionally.
professional?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of agents still out there. A lot of the online agents will still use just their phone,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
baffles me.
Yeah.
So that would be the first thing I would say. And
So
if you're not
talk
happy
to
with
them.
them, you need to talk to them.
Yeah. So talk to them,
Voice
find
it.
out
Yeah.
how have they been taken. And look, you don't put your house on the market with substandard images because that's going to be a large part of drawing people through the door. So
Impressions are so important.
chat to them and request they retake them. Try and get a professional photographer out to make sure they present it in the best possible light for you.
Yeah.
And then get them to send them you again.
I think it just touches on the importance of making sure you're asking
Marketing.
certain questions at the start
Absolutely.
Yeah.
about the marketing, because there is some agents out there that do charge extra for a professional photographer.
Yeah,
So just
absolutely.
be mindful
Do your
of that,
research.
guys.
Yeah, and probably there'll be agents out there that don't even discuss this topic, and maybe I'm not sure of Kate's position, but maybe for someone that hasn't sold before, they might just think, oh, professional photos are standard. They're absolutely not.
Not.
So, okay, amazing. Well, that probably wraps us up for today, doesn't
It does,
it?
it
I've
does.
enjoyed that. It's good to see you
Thank
guys
you to
again.
Ant for hosting us.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
and we get some steak now.
Absolutely. Tuesday, Wednesday, £1 an ounce.
Thursday, Chateaubriand, £30.
That is a
Can't
result,
go wrong.
isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely
Well,
not.
look, enjoy the rest of your week. Good to see you guys, and
Good to see
we'll
you.
see everyone
See you next
time.
month.
Right.
Wicked.
Cheers.